MTN. Everywhere you go.
Project Fame. What a feeling.
Who'd like to go first today? Roland. Okay, so let's talk about your song.
I did Koledaru yesterday.
Yes, I remember. I think we should look at your verse one more time. So sing your verse. Sing your verse again. I'm sorry, first.
Okay. God said you will be great. He said that I will be great too. Things may not look the way they're supposed to be, but I know God's word is sure and true. God's done his part. It's time for you to do yours. Koledaru.
Okay, so let me ask you, so what inspired this song? I don't know if I asked you that yesterday, but I'll ask you again. What inspired this song?
My dreams and that of other people. A lot of people feel God is meant to do a lot of things for them. But the truth is, he has done all or most of what he's supposed to do. He has equipped us to achieve our dreams. So it's left for us to walk in the consciousness of that and use what he has equipped us with to achieve.
Hallelujah.
Glory.
I love it. It's a nice song. I like it. I know there's something I'm trying to warm up to. I'm not sure what it is.
Should I sing the second verse?
Let me hear the second verse.
On that key.
Yes.
Mama used to tell me that greatness was not made in one day. She said that greatness was inside of you. As you grew, greatness grew with you. It was inside of you, growing strong with you. When you fall,
just before you go on, I need to make an observation. So Mama used to tell you what?
That greatness was not made in one day.
All right.
She said that greatness was inside of you.
Mm-hmm.
As you grew, greatness grew with you. It was inside of you, growing strong with you.
You realize you've wasted how many lines saying the same thing?
Yes, sir.
You've just gone on and on about how greatness is inside of you, and as you grow, it grows with you. So greatness grows inside of you, and it's growing strong with you. And I think because you don't have that much time, you've made your point. Do you understand? You want to move past that and just sort of utilize your lines to say a bit more. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it's a great point. It's a valid point. I just think, what else can you say with that space and time? So, I mean, let's try something. Sing it. Sing that line again.
From the top or?
The top of the second verse.
Mama used the key, sir.
Yeah, sing it on any key.
Mama used to tell me that greatness was not made in one day. She said that greatness was inside of you. As you grew, greatness grew with you. It was inside of you, growing strong with you. When you fall, it's what makes you get up, tells you who you are, who you really are. There's nobody like you. Yeah, you're not the best that you can be. Better days are coming. Better days are coming. God's done his part. It's time for you to do yours.
Great. So now I've listened through. I'm going to ask you my question again. Is everybody following? Okay. And am I the only one wondering this? And can somebody bail him out? Is there a reason why you speak of greatness in the past? In your second verse, as you grew, greatness grew with you. Mama used to tell me greatness was not made in one day. Greatness, was inside of you. Whatever it is you're saying. I mean, you just have referred to greatness in the past. So, what's the connection? Why is it in the past? Do you understand my question?
I do.
Okay, so help me, or help us. Am I the only one wondering?
I'm wondering too now.
You guys don't act like you're wondering. So tell me, why are you talking about greatness in the past?
I think what happened was because I said Mama used to, so that kind of made almost everything I wrote go into the past tense. But it's a mistake, so I can work on it.
No, you see, the thing is, whatever she used to tell you is what you're living with now. And you're saying it like she said it, because you're saying when you grew or when you grow or whatever it's meant to be, greatness grows with you. You're quoting her words, right? Because she's talking to you, right? So you want to talk in the present tense as though she's talking to you.
Okay.
Mama used to tell me blah, 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 but then you begin to quote her. So I think you should talk in the present tense.
Okay.
Do you understand? Just so that you don't look grammatically out of place and out of order.
Okay, sir.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So as you grow, greatness grows with you. But I still think that you have a lot of lines that are saying the same thing at that, you know. And then I don't understand the connection between all of that and, you know, being the best you can be and how you got to God's done his part. I think for me the continuity in your lyrics is still a bit of a challenge. Does any one of you know anything about rhyme schemes? Okay.
I just know like that in some literatures, 'cause I've read some poems, and I observe the way rhymes come. Rhymes come like the continuation of the previous lines, and mostly the last words always have the same vowel sound. Either with the...
That's really the importance of the rhyme. It's not the continuation of the previous. The continuation of the previous line is really the story or whatever it is, or that's just a continuum. I think, you know, what the rhyme really is when there are certain vowels or certain consonants consonant sounds that are alike and they follow a particular pattern. That's a rhyme scheme. So for instance, I was talking about Twinkle Twinkle Little Star yesterday, and I said, twinkle twinkle little star, how I wonder what you are. Because star and R rhyme together, they will be termed A and A, up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. And because high and sky rhyme together, they will be termed B, B. If I moved on to say something like, let me see, oh, that diamond is too rough. It surely makes me want to cuff. That would be C, C. And if I go back to, oh, I love my diamond star, how truly mighty you are, that'll be going back to A, A. Do you understand? Yeah. So sometimes it's A, A, B, B. Sometimes it's A, B, A, B. So if I say, twinkle, twinkle, little star, oh, how beautiful you glow. How I wonder what you are. I'm sure someday you'll surely show. That would be A, B, A, B. Because you have star and glow, R and show. Do you understand? Yes. At the same time, you can have A, B, C, B. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Oh, how beautiful you glow. One day might this wonder cease. How I wish that you would show. So that's A, B, C, B. Do you understand? Yes. So you just kind of label them according to, you know, the lines that rhyme. That sometimes you can have, you know, like poems that absolutely, or well, not just poems, but songs that absolutely don't rhyme altogether. So the lines don't necessarily match. You can intentionally do it, but you must have some method that is witty or that is musically interesting to engage a person's attention when you're doing that in a song. Otherwise, it might just come out to be bland. So let's look at his song, for instance. God said, I will be great. That's one line, right? Yes. Let's call that what? Let's say that's A, right? What's the next line? God said you will be great, rather. Then the next line is, He said that I will be great too. So that's B, right? What's the next line?
Things may not look the way they're supposed to be.
Things may not look the way
they're supposed to be.
The way what?
They're supposed to be.
Okay. So what would we call that? C, even though I have a problem with that line. But go on.
But I know God's word is sure and true.
What would you call that? What would we call that?
I wanted to say D, but I don't think it will be correct.
Why would you say D? No, guys, come on. We're supposed to be friends. You're not talking to me. You're talking to yourselves. Why would you say D?
Because
What?
because I'm not sure I understand it yet. I've just been following
Immaculate.
A, B, C, D.
Immaculate.
Sir?
Why would you say D? Will you say D first of all?
Yes, because I want. Huh?
Because what?
Because no similar rhyme from the previous three.
Who agrees with her? Who agrees with her?
I don't agree.
Why don't you agree?
Because the first line and second line has the same. How great? What was the first line? You said, God said you'd be great. The second line,
He said that I will be great too.
okay, I'll be great too. Okay. Because of the 2 years, there's a D.
Okay, so and the third line is, what's the third
Things may
line?
not look the way they're supposed to be,
What's the fourth line?
but I know God's word is sure and true.
No, that is
Come on, guys.
that is B.
That's B. Oh my goodness. True. That's B.
Come on, guys.
That's true. Oh.
So, what is it, guys? Let's agree. Is it B or D?
C, B.
Do we all agree?
Yes, sir.
Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on. You guys know what? You guys should come here. You guys should come to me. Come to me. Fantastic. You guys should stay right here. Like the words in the song, far across the spaces and distance between us. We have too much of space and distance. Something is happening to us. Okay, so can we now talk as a family? Are you guys going to level with me? And let us go through these songs and make them hit songs. Are we going to do that?
Yes, sir.
Cool. Singing is like acting. Singing is like drama, okay? And interpreting a good song is not just, a question of how well it's written or how well you interpret it as a singer, okay? So you have to sing it with melodies that would cut across or come across to the person. You just sang something right now. Things are the way they should be. Yeah, that's nice. I think you should keep that.
Thank you, sir.
Great. So let's move quickly. Let's move quickly. 1, 2, 3, and...
God said you will be great. He said that I will be great too. Things may not be the way they should be, but I know God's word is sure and true. He's done his part. It's time for you to do yours. Kole daruo. If you try, he's done his part. It's time for you to do yours. Kole daruo. Kole daruo. Kole daruo. The fire you go. Kole daruo.
Nice. Great. So, can we hear your second verse?
Okay. Let's go there.
1, 2, 3, and...
Mama used to say greatness was amazing one day. She said the greatness was inside of you.
Okay. Fantastic. You're talking, sister. You're talking. You're talking. You are talking. Greatness is inside of you. Okay?
Okay.
Greatness was be inside of you or whatever.
It means it has gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Greatness was inside of you.
Gone.
Doesn't come out sounding right. So greatness is inside of you.
Okay.
You understand? You're talking about how greatness was made or how greatness, yeah. So greatness wasn't made in one day. I don't even know if I agree about the was part for, because greatness is not Rome, okay? Rome is a city that exists. Greatness is something that just continues, You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So it's very easy to say greatness isn't made in one day. But I can't, for some reason, I don't even know. Maybe it's intuition. I like wasn't for that line. How do you guys feel about that? Wasn't, isn't, greatness, what? Mama used to say greatness. Isn't would probably be more correct.
But wasn't it sweet to sing?
No, but you have to put something that's correct.
No, I guess what you can. So I guess
Easy. You understand? The wasn't is sweet for singing. Wasn't it sweet to sing?
guys.
Yeah, there already.
And you know she used to say,
No, I mean it doesn't matter. Greatness wasn't made in one day. For those who you know, the truth is, you can defend it. For those who you know who have become great. You know what I mean?
okay.
Mama used to say greatness wasn't made in one. Like greatness was never ever made in one day. You know what I mean? So it's not an incorrect statement in that sense. It would be more generally correct to say greatness isn't made in one day. You know what I mean? So I personally think wasn't sounds, what's it called? More for the sound than anything else. Okay? So Mama used to say greatness wasn't made in one day.
She
But
said
then,
that greatness is inside of you. As you grow, greatness grows with you. It is inside of you.
You
It
said
was
that
was
already.
before.
Yeah, I know. But I guess what I'm saying is you said that already.
Okay.
She said, wait, Mama used to say greatness wasn't made in one day. She said what?
Okay, the original. She said greatness was inside of you. As you
As she
grew,
grows.
greatness grew with you. It was inside of you.
Okay, so why are you saying it was inside of you twice when you're not, are you trying to make a point? Are you being emphatic about it? Or are you?
But as you grew, it grew with you. It was inside of you.
You said it was
Growing.
inside of you before. My question is why are you saying it again? You can do it sometimes if you're trying to be emphatic.
Okay.
But
Okay.
are you trying to be emphatic? Doesn't sound to me like you are. Does it sound to you like he is?
No.
Great. So, yeah, it sounds like, oh my goodness, you're talking. You're talking. Yes, you sound like a lazy writer. Absolutely. So, great. I think we're going to have a good time, guys. Yes, this is what I want. I want your honesty, and it doesn't necessarily have to be correct. Okay? We'll correct it here, now. Cool. So, greatness,
As you grow,
yes, as you grow,
greatness
grows with you.
Then the lazy part.
Oh, yes. It lives inside of you, and then what after that?
Growing strong in you.
No, but see, so you need to figure out. You know what you're going to do for me? Your assignment for me for tomorrow is to figure out those lines, better lines that can sit in that space and say something more sensible,
Okay.
right? And after that, you go to what?
When you fall, it's what makes you get up. Tells you who you are, who you really are.
What is this thing?
Greatness.
Is that really true? That when you fall, it's greatness that makes you get up. I mean, it can be argued. Anything can be argued. You know what I mean? You can argue and say when you fall, greatness is what makes you get up. You know? Greatness is what tells you who you are. Well, I guess it can be argued. It's the greatness that's inside of you that makes you get up, right?
Yes, sir.
It's the greatness inside of you. Come on, don't be going yes sir like all of a sudden because it's beginning. I'll be very honest with you. I honestly think that these lines can be better. I honestly think that they can be better. You know what I mean? It sounds like you know what a motivational speaker would tell me and would tell somebody else and would tell somebody else and would, I mean, what a motivational speaker would tell me that is not new to me. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with being told what's not new to me. Half the time, the things we're told are things we already know, right? True. They're just confirmed. But sometimes, you know, you want to say something that's a revelation of sorts, that's different. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I think that as a people, we've had so much of this. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm saying. Yes. So, this is your chance to say something slightly different. You can choose to use it or choose to still say it. Do you understand? So, think about it. I need you to wrap those lines up nicely before you come back to God's done his part, right? That's your pre-chorus.
Yes, sir.
Right? And then you're going from there to Koledaru.
Yes, sir.
Do you have a bridge?
No.
You don't have a bridge. Are you going to write a bridge?
The bridge wasn't like bridge, it was like refrain after the chorus.
What's the refrain?
Just
Can I ask a question? What's the difference in why are you laughing? Why
I
were you
can
laughing?
guess the question. I can guess the question.
Nothing is absolutely not an answer. Why were you laughing?
She could.
It was what?
It was nothing funny.
What was funny?
I was laughing.
I knew the
because-
question was coming.
I was laughing because
Give me 5. I like that. I like that you stood up for why you were laughing.
thank you, sir.
Yes.
I was laughing because the chorus is simple. Like the chorus can pass for something I can call a refrain to a song.
So the long and short of that is chorus might just be the refrain.
The chorus
right?
is the refrain,
Okay,
but just
so-
differently.
Yeah, so, okay, so let me hear this refrain. You know what, I need to look that thing up in the dictionary. What's the difference between
Between refrain, verb,
the
and bridge.
chorus? No, I don't think refrain is a bridge. I don't think so. I honestly do not think so. I mean, it's not a word I like to use very often, quite honestly, so I haven't cared much for it in terms of a song, you know, in terms of songwriting. I mean, in another context, you know, you understand what it means to refrain from something. But in terms of writing, songwriting, you know, I haven't quite. But anyways, I'll figure it out and I will authoritatively tell you what it is. In the meantime, how do you want to end this song? Do you have an idea? I'm thinking of something right now.
I don't have an idea.
You know what I think you should do? You know what I honestly think you should do? Get your background vocalist to sing Koledaru for you right now, and then sing Koledaru on top of that.
Okay.
That sounds so beautiful. And then get them to invert, and then just, you know, and let the church choir sing, literally. Go off on it, yes?
I'm thinking of the counterpoint for that.
He's such a musician, isn't he? First of all, you have to explain to everybody what a counterpoint is.
Okay, like that's Koledaru. Koledaru.
You're
That
not
one.
explaining.
Okay,
Explain to everybody what a counterpoint is.
Okay.
A counterpoint is
Thank you, sir.
something that happens in music or in songwriting where you actually have notes or melodies or words that run parallel to each other at the same time in a song. Right? So you have in a choir somebody singing Koledaru, 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 and you have something also going that's a counterpoint, or more like a descant, a descant, a counterpoint. I mean, you have notes or melodies that run parallel to each other in the same song, but at the end of the day, they come together to create, you know, a harmonic synergy. Do you understand?
That's the one
I'm sorry?
That's the one I was referring to.
I know. I just wanted you to explain it to people because you see, don't take it for granted that everyone knows what a counterpoint is. Are you a music student?
No, sir. No, sir.
You teach church choir or anything?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely, have to be. But see, not every one of us does that. So you have to have people understand what it is so that it's not just a big word that goes over everybody's head. Let's do an aria. You know what I mean? Let's do an aria. Let's do an aria by Vivaldi, and let's do it. I mean, da capo al fine, and all that stuff. Yeah. Don't do that. Let people understand what you're saying.
Yes,
Cool.
sir.
So tell me about this counterpoint. I'm excited to hear.
Okay. When the Koledaru, 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 Koledaru. Then maybe another one too will come.
Oh, I see.
Just an idea.
Yeah, I understand what you mean. It can be beautiful. It will be beautiful. It'll be beautiful. But also, you have to think about it, in terms of performance.
Yeah.
Is it going to have all those voices, doing that? If you can get that, that'd be great. We will take it to town and create a counterpoint on top of a counterpoint on top of a counterpoint on top of counterpointers. So nice. I really, really like that idea. I think this just means something, that the song is inspiring you to be creative. So great, nice, cool. Chairman,
Sir?
you remember what your assignment is?
Yes, sir.
Great. I think you're going to work on it. Let's talk to other people real quick. Hopefully I can deal with 2 of us, or 2 or 3 of us today, and then deal with the rest after now, and then we'll just kind of take it from there. Okay, so go and deal with your assignment, and just make this song a bit simpler to enjoy and listen. And I think we have a song.
Thank you very much, sir.
I think we have a song for now. I hope that we can go through with this, but I think you have a song for now. Okay, so who else is ready to go? I'm sorry? Jimo. Okay, Jimo. Seems like Jimo's got it. So tell me about your song.
It's the one I did yesterday.
Yes, share it again.
It's yesterday's another day. Today is fading. Every day I run away. My hands are pulling.
Your hands are pulling.
My hands you're pulling.
My hands you're pulling.
Yes.
Okay, sing it again.
Yesterday's another day. Today is fading. Every day I run away. My hands you're pulling. The harder I try, it's obvious I'm failing. What did I go do? What did I go say to you?
Did you play the guitar when you sang the song?
Yes.
Play it again. Great, so let's hear it.
Yesterday is another day. Today is fading. Every day I run away. My hands you're pulling. The harder I try, it's obvious I'm failing. What did I go do? What did I go say to you? What did I go do? In the middle of the night, I stay awake. There's a picture of your face in front of me. I miss you.
Okay, great. Let's talk about your song a little. At least talk about this first verse. So you're talking about yesterday being another day. You're talking about today is fading. You're talking about what's that thing about every day you run away.
My hands you're pulling.
What do you mean by my hands you're pulling?
It's more like I tapped that line from the third line. Every day I run away, and my hands you're pulling, like trying to use the word running away, and you're pulling someone back.
I do not. Does anybody understand what he's saying? Can somebody help out? Is that it?
I'm trying to run away from probably getting in love or falling in love with this person. The person still comes, keeps coming on.
Okay, yeah, but I think that as a songwriter, you should have a way to create that kind of imagery that is a bit more, what's it called? That's a bit more real. as opposed to saying, every day I run away, my hands you're pulling. Do you understand what I'm saying?
No, sir.
You don't understand?
This one.
What I'm saying is, if I came to you and
Okay.
you didn't understand what I was saying, and I said to you, yesterday is another day, today is fading, every day I run away, my hands you're pulling, the harder, blah, 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 blah. Like, I mean, by itself, it's a line that doesn't give me a lead to where you're going.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Do you guys understand?
Yes, I
Do
do.
you
I
agree?
understand this.
It's absolutely okay to disagree. I hope you know that. So, do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so what do we do about that? So after that is what? The harder I try.
Whether I try, it's obvious I'm failing.
So you see, it's interesting. The harder you try, it's obvious you're failing to do what, and you're going, waiting I go say, waiting I go do. It goes on for a while, and I'm not even sure where you're going. And then you talk about a picture in front of you in the middle of the night,
Yeah.
and I miss you. You've taken so much of my time, and you've not created an image that is vivid enough for me to relate with your emotion. Do you understand? As a writer, one thing you always have to keep at the back of your mind, whether you're writing songs or you're writing poems or you're writing a screenplay or whatever it is you need to create imagery. You're pulling someone into your world. Do you understand?
Yes, I
You're
do.
pulling someone into your world. How do you pull me into this world of yours now with what you're saying? Think of Bruno Mars's Grenade. The first few lines already tells you the kind of person he's dealing with. Do you understand what I'm saying? And you don't necessarily have to give it away in the first few lines, but you have to lead onto something. You're not leading onto anything interesting at this point, even though what you lead into eventually, or your intention, is interesting. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Great. So, how do we go about it? Yesterday is another day. Today is fading. Well, that's nice. That's poetic in its own way. Very simple, but hey, let's keep it. Every day I run away.
My hands you pull.
I can see you trying to say, I try to run away.
I try to run away.
Okay, so why don't we
I'm
try
trying
this?
to see it's not kill the melody line. That's what I don't know.
Not to kill what?
The melody line of the song. It's
First of all, let's even change your progression just a little bit, I think. Because this song sounds to me, it sounds a bit pop rockish.
yeah.
Is that the idea?
Yeah.
Okay. One thing you have to keep in mind as a pop rock composer is a nice intro, you know what I mean? That just people can easily remember. So for instance, Coldplay's got the minute you hear that, you know what song that is, right? The minute you hear, you know it's Aerosmith singing I Don't Want to Miss a Thing, right? So let's create a nice little intro for you and change your progression a little bit. So, now, let's just hypothetically, this doesn't have to be it, but let's say hypothetically, it doesn't have to be it, right? Yes.
Every day, another day, the day is fading. Every day I run away, my hands are pulling. The harder I try, it's obvious I'm failing.
Okay, so yesterday is another day, today is failing, today is fading.
Yep. Every day I run away. Every day I run away. You see me run away.
Why don't you say something like, yesterday's another day, today's fading. And though I try to run away, instead of, what's your line right now?
Every day I run away. It's and though, you said and though.
And though I try to run away, like yesterday's another day, today is fading, and though I try to run away, I'm sorry?
No. Just give me a pen. Just give me a pen.
Though I try to run away, I hear you calling or something. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So what you're doing right now is creating an image. Oh well, you may not say you hear her. Is she? What you so? Let's go a bit deep into this. So is this person calling you? Is this person leading you on, or you just cannot resist the person?
Yeah, I just can't.
Which is the situation?
I just can't resist the person. She's always in my head. She's always
Okay.
around.
So you probably don't hear her calling because she's not calling. Right?
But I like the line.
No, I know. It's one thing to like the line. It's another thing to create an image that is strong and riveting. You watch thrillers?
Thrillers. Michael Jackson.
No! Movies!
Yes, I do.
The genre! Thrillers. Like you have science fiction and romance and horror movies. And do you watch thrillers?
Sometimes, not always.
What is the thing about thrillers, guys? Those of you who
Horror
watch thrillers.
movies and
What is the thing about thrillers? They're riveting. They capture you. They move you. They do all kinds of things to you. You know what I mean?
Days,
It's because of the sound. The sound.
what the sounds?
And there's the who's there, and there's the creaking of the door, and there's the dripping of water and all the weird things, and there's this sudden silence, and there's a sudden bang, and you're scared.
Yeah.
All of
Thrillers
that
is more
creates an
in
image.
horror
It
movies.
messes with you. No, not just horror movie. Not necessarily horror. Horror movies can be gory and have crazy stuff. A thriller can just be somebody going up a step and wondering what's going on, and there's all these sounds happening, and all of a sudden, bam, and it's your mother who probably just stepped out of the shower and is coming to check on you, how you're doing, and something. So there's nothing horror to it. It's just suspense, something that puts your mind or your body on the edge.
Yeah. Okay.
So it doesn't necessarily have to be a horror movie with scary, horrible looking things. It can just be something that just moves you around and creates an image and keeps you expecting something to happen. You don't even know what it is, okay? So what I'm saying is, obviously we're not trying to create anything as strong as this right now, but you're trying to create something. So yesterday is another day,
Today is
fading. We're still going to come and find out how that line even ties into the song in the first place, but let's leave that for now. So though you try to run away,
my hands you're pulling.
my hand your what?
My hands you're pulling. That's my line.
No, for some reason I don't like that line very much. I feel like it doesn't tell me. Why did you say you feel her? No, you can't say you feel her calling. Even though you feel her calling is better than you hear her calling, right?
Yeah.
But even then, you're making it sound like she's the one who's calling you. I'm sorry? Because what you're trying to say is you inadvertently, without being able to even help it, right? You're being drawn to this person.
Yeah, and she's not with me, though. She's kind of very far.
She's not with you. And okay, so is it someone that you're together with and is not with you, and the person is far, or it's someone that you cannot resist? Because right now you're
the first one, someone you're with that you cannot resist them.
okay.
The
Is
first
it
one-
me
the first
or
one
you're not
Okay,
establishing
me.
a situation that you want to deal with right
Sorry,
now?
me.
No, this is it, right? Let's look at two possible scenarios. One of them is someone that you're falling in love with and you're helpless. Do you understand? You probably don't want to do it, but it's happening to you. And so you feel like the person is drawing you to them. The other scenario is someone who you love, who probably loves you back, we don't know, but the person is far from you at this point, and you are missing the person, right?
Yeah.
So which of the situations is it, the first or the
second
second?
one.
The second one. There we go. So if it's the second one, then it's okay for you to hear her calling and it's okay for you to feel her calling. You should have told us this now. And Chairman, you'd have saved us the stress. Okay, so guys, are you guys following? Yes, sir. You're following what I mean by setting a scenario. Of course, if you're going to write a club banger, I just need to add, you don't need all this drama and all this mathematics that we're doing. Because all you need to do is get up and write something like dance go do, dance go do, and they're going to party. But that's not what you're doing right now, and that's the reason why you're in an academy, to learn to just sort of apply. And yes, I've been wanting to say this to you, even when you write club bangers, sometimes there's a difference when you intelligently write, when you've had some experience, when you know how to write proper songs. And I'll give a good example. Asuquo, for instance. It's a club banger, but you can listen to the verse and you can actually hear actual words, as opposed to, you know, some songs where the words don't necessarily connect because somebody's talking about how he likes the lady he's seeing and he thinks she's beautiful, and then he moves on to he's the life of the party, and he moves on to everybody dance, let's dance. And you actually cannot pinpoint where this is going. Do you understand? So getting training from an academy, or getting training in general as far as songwriting is concerned, just, you know, gives you more perspective and helps you write songs that will stay for a long time. Okay, so let me share with you guys some winning progressions. For me, my winning progression most of the time is one I call 152. So it always touches the nerve. It always touches a nerve. You can slow it down as you have it in. You can make it fast as in, I'm ready to rise again. Look at my heart. Look at, you can do so much stuff with that progression. It's a winning progression. I think another winning progression is that's a 1-5-6-4 movement.
1-5-6-4.
Yeah. A winning progression that seems to be, well, heavily used in Nigeria right now is the 2-6-1-5.
2-6-1-5.
So,
sorry, sir.
I'm sorry?
Can we know the notes of the
That's why I'm calling them by those numbers. So let's think that you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is 1, 5, 2. Do you understand?
Okay.
Or there's 2, 6, 1, 5. Or there's 1, 5, 6, 4. Or there's 1, 5, 2, 4.
1, 5, 2.
Or there's 1, 5, 6. I'm sorry. 1, 5, 2, 6. That's another winning progression, as you have in Justin Timberlake's Mirrors.
Mirror on the wall, you're again.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So they're winning, and I'm not saying you should write the whole song based on those progressions, but wherever you introduce them, when you use them intelligently, they make a difference in the movement of your song, and they evoke a certain kind of emotion. Okay. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why, and especially for pop rock, if you think of a lot of pop rock songs, they actually have these movements one way or the other. Think of any popular pop rock song, and you find how, you know, it's been interwoven or something, right? So let's use it in your song, okay? So let's sing your chorus. 1, 2, 3, and.
Waiting I go do. Oh, waiting I go say to you. Waiting I go do. In the middle of the night, stay awake. There's a picture of you, of your face.
in front of me, in front of me. I miss you.
So, in the middle of the night.
Stay awake. There's a picture of your face in front of me. I miss you.
And then what? What progression is after that?
It's just there's an instrumental interlude. No.
What does the instrumental interlude play? Since you're an instrumentalist, I'm going to put you to the task of showing me the progression. You can play it on your guitar.
I don't really. I just know that progression, like guitar. I'm not really an instrumentalist. I
Okay.
just know some.
Okay, so describe it with your mouth. Can you just, does it go dum 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 dum?
Yeah, the same.
What does it go?
I miss you. The same, almost the same progression.
Yes.
At that point, he could also use the progression of the chorus.
Like
Of the
the
chorus.
yeah,
Fantastic,
the
great.
winning.
Oh my goodness.
The winning.
Okay, great. Nice. Makes sense. I can hear how a band will play this, and it'll actually come out sounding great. So let's look at your lyrics and let's see how they tie in together. So sing the first verse with the adjustments we've made. 1, 2, 3, and.
Yesterday's another day. Today's fading. And though I know you're far away, I can hear you calling. The harder I try, it's obvious I'm failing. What did I go do? What did I go say to you? What did I go do? In the middle of the night, I stay awake. There's a picture of your face in front of me. I miss you.
So we can go back to this if we like.
I miss you.
Or we can go back. Okay, well, actually, we said we'd go back to the chorus, right? Yeah, so let's go back to the chorus. You have to be decided. You have to take ownership of this song. So
let's
which are
go
you
with
going to
the
go with?
chorus.
This or the chorus?
Let me hear the chorus on this one. Let me know the one.
The chorus is I miss you.
I think I like the chorus. Okay, let me hear the other one. Sorry.
Miss you.
This one is better. This one is
Right?
better. This is better. This second one is better.
This one makes it more. This is a more rock, a more rock driven interlude though. I think you should stay with the chorus. I think you should stay with the chorus. That when you come back to the verse, it's fresh.
Okay. I don't get. Like,
I think you should stay with the chorus movement,
okay.
so that when you come back to the
The verse.
verse, it will be fresh. Let me hear. What's your second verse?
Beautiful days I spent with you, but now is no more.
What
Far away.
beautiful days I spent with you? Yeah.
But now it's no more. Far away, I try to reach you. I've not really put the second verse together.
Are you putting it together here on the spot?
No,
right
no.
now?
I just put the 4 lines there. I'm not concluded in it.
Okay, great. So what are those lines?
Beautiful days I spent with you, but now it's no more. Far away, I try to reach
Okay,
you.
so let me ask you a question. How come all the days now come down to it's? So beautiful days I spent with you. Now it's no more.
Wow.
How do you feel? Why do you say wow?
I'm just in it now.
Oh,
Now it's
wow.
no more. It's contradicting the.
It's not contradicting anything. Basically, what you're trying to say is you spend days now. Those days are not there anymore. What I'm saying is, why do you refer to days and then say it? You didn't spend one day. If you spent a beautiful day, it's easy for it to be no more.
Okay, they are no more. Supposed to be they are no more.
Yes, well, yes. Okay, so beautiful days I spent with you.
But now they are no more. Far away, I try to reach you.
I don't understand that line.
Probably I'm somewhere.
No, not probably. You're definitely somewhere.
Okay, I'm
You've
somewhere.
established that. You've established that already.
That's where how that line came about. Far and I can't reach the person. I can't reach her.
Okay, you know what I think we should do? Let's try to expand on the. Let's try to expand on the image. Try to expand on what you're creating. So you've talked about how you're missing her, how you can hear her calling, waiting you go do, waiting you go say. You know, in the middle of the night, you lie awake. You know, with her picture, you're missing her, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to talk about the time you spent together. So, first of all, I think you need to understand the kind of song that you're creating, right? And I don't think you should change your melody so quickly for your verse. You guys remember his verse melody? What's his verse melody?
Yesterday is another day. Yesterday is another day.
Can you sing the second verse melody right now that you're singing?
Beautiful days spent with you. But now it's no more. Oh, far away, I try.
Why are you going for a different melody?
Well, I felt the first melody was just too empty. I wanted to put more words.
No. Okay, well, my time's up. I'm going to have to leave you, but I'll just help you with that one line and then expand on it. So, okay. Why don't you say something like, something like, I don't know, maybe the lovely days, or look for a word that fondly describes the days you spent with her. That's not beautiful. A two-syllable word. So the something days I spent with you feels like a minute. So what word would be a two-syllable word that is an adjective that describes the days that he spent with her? Not lovely. Not wonderful, because that's a three-syllable word.
Think. Can't say awful.
So think about it. Look for a good word and put it in there before tomorrow and share it with me. Lovely, many, happy, whatever it is, happy days I spent with you. You know what I mean? But retain the melody. Happy days I spent with you, feels like a minute. You're retaining that melody of yesterday is gone away. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Retain that melody because that's the nature of the song that you're writing. You don't want to stray from your melody too much. So, happy days, lovely days, whatever days I spent with you, feels like a minute because it passed too soon. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, what other lines do you have there?
But now it's no more. Far away, I try to reach you. That's just the fourth.
So what I think you should do is you can now begin to introduce how you were feeling like she was going to leave you for someone else. Do you understand what I'm saying? So happy days I spent with you feels like a minute, and every time I try to reach you,
My heart breaks, or my heart keeps breaking.
No, don't just let your heart break too quickly. Describe it. Put it into, you know, I don't know. It feels like a closed door or something. You know what I mean? Get creative with your imagination. And then go on to the harder I try, it's obvious you're failing, and then go back to your chorus, and you have a simple song. So think about this. Work yourself into that. I don't know if you're going to work yourself back into that place. I don't know what you're going to do. But try to get those lines and retain the melody that you use for the first verse, because that's the nature of songs of this sort. You can decide to do something different, but if you're going to do something different, let it be better than the norm. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Do you guys follow? Yes. Great. So I'll think about a line for you. I think I already have a few, but time will not let me share them with you right now. I'll not let me go through it with you. But think about that, and I'll wrap up your song tomorrow, and we'll move on to the next person. So it was great hanging out with you guys. I think you should, like I said, don't forget, just read, get perspective, get ideas. It will definitely help your songwriting. The key to good writing is a good reading. Cool. You're absolutely welcome.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
The key
Sir,
Yes.
I wanted to ask a question.
Sure.
So the progressions you gave us, there is a song I heard you sing somewhere. I want to ask which progression is the song?
What song is that?
Light of the world, you stepped out into the...
Okay. It's 6-4-1-5. That's one of the progressions. Actually, I gave you 1-5-6-4 before, right?
Yes.
So it's the same thing. 1-5-6. Write 1-5-6-4 in a straight line from the beginning to the end of the line, and start reading it from the third alphabet, from the third figure, and see what you read. So 1-4-6-5, 1-4-6-5, 1-4-6-5, 1-4-6-5. Read it from the third line and see what you're reading. From the third figure, rather. 1-4-6-5. Yeah, 1-4-6-5, 1-4-6-5, 1-4-6-5, 1-4-6-5, 1-4. Just read it from the third. What are you reading?
6-5. 1-4.
Well, 6-5, 1-4, 6-5, 1-4. So it's the same thing. So it's the same progression of 1-4-6-5. It's how you use it. Do you understand? How you... So don't forget 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right?
Yes, sir.
So 6, 5, 1, 4, 6, 5, 1. Sorry, 6, 4, 1, 5, 6, 4, 1, 5. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Same thing as 1, 5, 6, 4. 1, 5, 6, 4. So think about it. A song as simple as One Love, Keep Us Together is 1, 5, 6, 4. But a song like the song you just sang right now is 6, 5, 1, 4, or 6, 4, 1, 5 as well. Do you understand?
Okay, sir.
Yeah, so it's how you interpret it. But they're usually the same set of progressions.
Okay.
And then sometimes you don't use it repetitively in the song. You know what I mean? You can space it out. Use it to create your bridge. Use it to create your pre-chorus. You know, stuff like that.
Thank
Cool.
you so much.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you, sir.
Project Fame. What a feeling.
MTN. Everywhere you go.